Hello friends, welcome back to my channel English with Dehati ma'am. Hope we are doing great. And friends, this video is going to be very helpful and informative, especially for the housewives and for the learners who wants to learn English and speak fluent English. So friends, in today's video I'm going to give you a recipe of spring onions. Means I will in this video I will make a dish using these spring onions. But some of my viewers must have tasted or cooked this in their kitchen. So this is my first time. Okay, this was my first time I've tried. Actually, I got these spring onions from my farm, and my father-in-law, he wanted me to cook that spring onion for him and for the whole family members. So I decided, in the evening I went to the farm and I got these spring onions, and after reaching at home, then I cleaned it, and after cleaning, then I washed it. So you can see these spring onions. Now I'm removing the water from these spring onions, and now I will chop it finally. And you can see right now I have put the wok on the gas stove, and now I'm chopping it. Actually, I don't have vegetable chopping board, so I use my pastry board as a chopping board in order to chop any type of vegetable or anything. So you can see how fine, how small, in small pieces I'm chopping it. In the same way you also need to do. And please, after watching this video, you must try this vegetable. This was the very first time I cooked, and I served to all of my family members, and they praised about the dish because it was really very tasty. And I have to also add, so means we all have to also add potatoes. So in order to add potatoes in this recipe, we have to first peel off them. So at that very time I was peeling off the potato, or we can say potatoes were being peeled off. And after peeling off, then I will cut these potatoes into very small pieces. Then I will wash, and then I use these potatoes in cooking. So now I'm chopping the potatoes, or you can say I'm cutting the potatoes. So when I heard about this recipe, that by using that spring onion we can make a tasty dish, so I was really very scared that this was my first time. How could I make this thing? But after making it, it was like a success. When my father-in-law, he praised about the dish, because the dish was, the vegetable was, and the curry was really very tasty. So if you want, then you can make it like without adding water, and if you want, then you can add little bit water. So right at this very time I was peeling off the onion, ginger and garlic, everything for the tempering. Okay, and after peeling it off, then I will cut it into small pieces in the same way, using that pastry board, and that knife is in my hand. And so friends, please let me know, do you have that pastry board, or do you also use this type of trick in order to make your life simple and easy? Because most of the time we always keep thinking about what we don't have, but what we have, we don't care about that thing, and in this way we always regret about our life, that I don't have this, I don't have that. But I'm a kind of a person who's not a nostalgic person, and whatever I have, I always try to make enough from them and make my life happier from them. So at that very time I was adding the oil. The oil was being added into the wok, and you can see these vegetables are ready to cook. And this is rice, and in this pressure cooker there is dal, tur dal, and now I'm ready to cook that vegetable. So I was looking for the zira cumin seeds. So cumin seeds were in the polythene, so you can see these are very small in size. So I added the cumin seed, and now I will wait. And now I'm going to add the onion and garlic and chilies. And now, yeah, now I had a grater in my hand and I'm grating the ginger. I use that grater to grate the ginger, and I was alone in the kitchen, and I was trying to shoot that thing for my learners, so it was really very difficult for me. But however, I always try my level best to give something best to my viewers and my subscribers, especially for the housewives. And these type of dishes I make to give them something different, because and now this is called soup. I was putting the things, all the dabbas on their place. Okay, and yeah, someone has come at this time, so I was talking to her. She was my sister-in-law, because every time they come, there's no doubt, so I have to give my time to them and manage all the things all alone. And now I have washed, I was cleaning, yeah, at the time I was cleaning my kitchen, because yeah, you can see I've added the potatoes. First we need to add the potatoes, and I will add salt, and now I'm stirring it thoroughly. So I sneezed, so I washed my hands, and the dal was cooked, so I put the pressure cooker aside and I peeled off the garlic. Now I'm washing the tomatoes to make. I have to add these tomatoes in the recipe of spring onion in the vegetable. So I'm chopping the tomatoes, and we can say tomatoes are being chopped, or I can also say I every day chop tomatoes to make vegetable, or tomatoes are chopped every day by me, or by him, by her, by his, you can add. And now you can see in the bowl, there is a bowl, and in that bowl there are tomatoes. So now I have added the spring onion, chopped onion, spring onion. After getting softened the potatoes, then we need to add the spring onion, and you can see the potatoes and the spring onion, both of them, they got softened, and now it's time to add tomatoes. So I added tomatoes, and tomatoes was added, you can also say. So now I'm mixing it, and soon I will add all the masalas, all the spices in that, because now the sabji is half cooked. So I have added all the masalas, spices. So you can also add simple or normal masalas like dhania powder, zira powder, mirch, chilies. If you want, then you can add chili powder, but I don't, because my husband, he doesn't like red chilies, so I always use green chilies at that very time when I temper the vegetable. And now it's time to add water. So if you want, then you can also have this dish as it is. Otherwise, because my father-in-law wanted me to add water, like a rasili type of sabji, so I added little amount of water, not too much, because he wanted to have this recipe in the style he used to have. Okay, he used to have or cooked, so I did in the same way. I was hoping that this dish, uh, he liked that dish, and now you can see the final touch, the final look of the recipe. There is only little bit water in the recipe, and I hope you all like that video. Now we have to add that coriander leaves, and I hope you like that video, you like that recipe. We will meet soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye.